as if you could find me anywhere that I could go to try to hide my thoughts from you. Just like some runaway, I'm leaving here with half of my hopes of getting caught. So we can just drive home in the dark, where we'll let our feelings fly. They'll cut like shade to break me down again, until there's nothing left but for me to tell you I'm sorry. I don't want to go home now, stuck here in the middle all alone now. Everybody's singing their song now, but I'm still reeling. I'm not trying to run away from this beautiful life I've been given. I'm not looking for freedom, maybe just a little meaning. Here in the middle, it's as if there's a world uncovered by the break of day, all these miles away. But for a better view of what's left in the aftermath of all these years, it's just so hard to know who I am in you. I don't want to go home now, stuck here in the middle alone now. Everybody's singing their song now, but I'm not ready. I'm not looking for freedom, maybe just a little meaning. Here in the middle, alright. Everybody says I'll be alright. Everybody says it's a good fight. I'm not seeing it now. All I know is I swear this. You know like a secret. I don't know if I should just keep it to myself, but I know I don't want to go home now, stuck in the middle alone now. Everybody's singing their song, but I'm not ready for this. I'm not trying to run away from the beautiful life I've been living. I'm not looking for freedom, maybe just a little bit. Here in the middle, here in the middle, oh my. Here in the middle, oh my God. Here in the middle, hey, yeah. Here in the middle, my God. I'm here in the middle, oh my God. You find me in the middle, oh sweet God. Can you meet me in the middle? Oh my God, can you find me in the middle? planning to do this song, but I'd love to do it if it's okay with you guys. I've got it's an older song of mine, but one that I love playing it, especially this time of year because it's holidays and it's family for me. And I wrote a song years ago called All That I've Sown for my grandfather. My grandfather's name is Grover. So it was Grover and Bebo in our family. And he lived to be 85 years old. And, oh, no, I'm sorry, he lived to be 95 years old, which is crazy. I just shorted it a decade. Nobody very cool. And he was a flawed man. He had plenty of things about him and who he was that were struggle and that were difficult. There were things about him that could make you cringe someday, just like there are about me and anybody else that I know. But the reality is, this man, there was something very simple about how he looked at life. And he loved God with everything he knew how, even though he stumbled and tripped his way through that process. He loved his wife with everything he had, even though he stumbled and tripped his way through that process as well. He loved his family. He loved to fish, and he loved to plant things in his garden. And that, honestly, in his 90-some-odd years, that sums up his life. And the thing that's difficult is, or I think the thing that's interesting is that could, on the surface, seem like, how could those things sum up a man's life? But if you could only know the impact that those small things had in the people's lives that he was affected by. He didn't have this idea that you needed to go out and find a platform or a pulpit to stand on to save the world. He had this idea that you talked with and you laughed with and you loved with and you hurt with the people that bumped into you on the road and sat next to you at dinner tables. And so my grandmother, Grover's wife, passed away. The song is written from my grandfather's perspective. And so when I was about 8 years old, my grandmother, Grover's wife, passed away. And so the song begins there at her funeral, and then it progresses forward until, one day we go back to that same cemetery a number of years ago now, and right there next to my grandmother Louise, we buried my grandfather Grover. And it's just a love song on certain levels, but a song that honestly to me is really just a song about family more than anything else, and about celebrating the life of those families, which I think makes sense in the context of this day. So I'd love to sing it for you now. It's actually a song that's called All That I Have Sown. They buried part of me, 'cause I've been searching, I've been looking all around, but I cannot find the heart of me, the heart of me. So I'll put my fingers in the soil upon her grave, and I will plant for her a garden, and every flower a reminder of her faith will grow up graceful as a pardon. Her story told as life unfolds here before us. The peace I found in that children in the red Georgia clay. They were our garden and our home. And all that grows is their story told as life unfolds here before our eyes. The peace we found in that broken ground, I can see them in the harvest of all I have sown. And when my life is done, I pray the kingdom come and take me to glory, because it's living inside me. It was planted like a seed, all to tell a story. So I believe when they put me in the ground, there will remain a part of me. 'Cause I've been searching for the joy